Hello everybody and welcome to a new GP3 race here in Speed Force Racing. Before we're gonna do anything else, we're going to the driver standings with the guy Sven leading with around 22 points ahead of Stem OPC. In P3 is Adjut Trainman, P4 is Frederick, P5 is Gamey, P6 is Lead, P7 is Dr. Special Energy, P8 is Storm, P9 is Fefster, P10 is Topi, P11 is Magi, P12 is Psychomage, P13 is GA, P14 is Chriscan, P15 is Marimans, P16 is Jaeger, P17 is DJ Clarkson, P18 is Odd Hagen, P19 is Ryan Van Doom, and P20 is Hunter 94. Now going on to the Constructors Championship, where Ferrari has already won it. Not mathematically, but no one will beat them. They are more than 100 points ahead of Williams in P2. Toro Rosso is in P3, Alfa Romeo in P4, Renault in P5, Red Bull P6, Racing Point P7, Mercedes P8, Haas P9, and McLaren is P10. I'm not alone tonight. I am with the first time in my career with Alex. So Alex, how are you, mate?
I'm good. I feel like, obviously, because you've been kind of taught by Jack how to stream, that I thought I was with Jack with a different voice, but no. That was literally how Jack runs through it, and it was crystal clear, mate. But no, I think the first talking point today, hello everyone, is Ferrari. I've said this back at Monza when I was commentating by myself, that it was all but confirmed then, but the fact that even back at Monza, that the championship was almost all but confirmed. They've had an incredible run, haven't they? And I think, congratulations to them, even though we can't actually say they've won it yet. I mean, do you see anyone stopping them?
I don't think that's even almost possible. I think they, not maybe this race, but I think next race they can secure it mathematically. It's more than 100 points ahead of Williams, and I don't
one thing we
really
cannot
see
say,
Williams still beating them.
One thing we cannot say is the fact that the championship is nowhere near over, because although Sven is leading, he's not leading by much. He's on 219 points, but Stam in the Williams is 197, and Trainman is on 162. Now Trainman, he's shot back a little bit. I think he's going to be a bit annoyed with himself. Obviously, Sven and Trainman are brothers, but Stam, he's got a chance here. But if he drops the ball this evening, it's game over, isn't it?
He has to secure a lot of points today, even more points than the guy Sven. Because that's 22 points now, that's almost a race win ahead of him. So he really needs to have a very good day today, and he has to hope that Sven doesn't have that good day today. And then it's still all possible. But it's not that big gap, it is still possible for the lead.
It's gonna be an interesting one. We're missing just one Mercedes, but I don't think it'll be too long till we head to trackside. Congratulations to you, then, my friend, for winning.
Thank you very much, mate.
The Mexico Grand Prix. I just think we should announce where JB actually is. He's actually on track this evening in the Alfa Romeo. He's testing for Alfa. Apparently, there's some contracts that I've been interested in. I think it shows that Alfa are perhaps interested in JB for next year. Who knows? But no, obviously, no commentary bias here. But yeah, so you're stuck with me and. Why am I forgetting your name now? Oh god, I feel really bad.
You can do it. You can do it.
I can do it.
You can watch on the screen, mate. It's
no, I'm not. I'm not looking. I'm not looking at the screen. I know it. Hang on.
Come on, you can do it.
Senna.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Congratulations.
Yes. By the way, me and Senna have met literally 5 minutes ago. So it's not like this is the worst thing in the world that I've actually had a pre-conversation with the bloke. We literally.
No problem,
I found out yesterday. I mean, the issue is that, Senna's a really cool name, whereas mine's a bit generic. Like, everyone's going to remember my name.
It is. My parents giving it me to Ayrton Senna, because they watched him a lot, and yeah, that's why I call Senna. So I have
what's my name?
Formula 1
what's
blood
my name?
in my name. Your name is Alex.
Yeah, mine's generic, isn't it? It's boring. Like, you're not gonna, like, no one's ever gonna go, can't remember that one. It's quite easy.
You have to wait till someone in Formula 1 call himself Alex. Then
Well,
everyone
there is
will
already
worry.
Alex. There's Alex Albon.
Alex Albon, yeah, but he isn't good. No,
Oh,
that's a
I
joke.
disagree, mate.
That's a joke.
I
That's a
disagree.
joke. He did a very
I
good
disagree.
job last race.
Alex Albon is the best Alex in Formula One history. There's probably another Alex. I forget.
I have no idea, literally no idea if there was.
This is where everyone
any
in the
Alex.
comments is like, there was this one guy that raced for Brabham.
Yeah,
however
there was
long
that one
ago.
guy 50 years ago. Why don't you know him? Yes, yeah, I'm 17. It's
Oh, are you 17?
I'm
Are
17.
you 7? I'm actually older. I feel good to be the oldest commentator. This is
How old are
amazing.
you?
I'm 18, mate.
Oof,
Let's go.
1 year. 1 year.
Mate,
When
one
is
year,
your
mate. I'm
birthday?
going to unit June the 4th. When's your birthday?
It's not a full year then. Mine is 9th May.
Almost a full year. I'm taking it, alright?
Almost.
When you start with an old man like JB, you can get a bit of young blood in the commentary box. It's quite
Yeah,
nice.
it is.
But
I can
no,
go,
obviously
20 seasons from here.
you want. Yeah, we've got a long career ahead of us. but JB is almost about hanging up the boots. He's doing a Michael Schumacher and he's doing one more run in the car before he gives it up. But no, I think you won Mexico last
I
night.
did.
What is the key to winning around here and being good? What is it?
The
Consistency?
strategy.
Is it?
I really
It's
think the
all on
strategy.
strategy.
I think, and Sector 2. If you can do Sector 2 very good without any penalty, because that's also a very important thing to do, you can really get fucked by penalties. Because you
Excuse
get
his
in-
language. So I apologise for Sander's language there.
Yeah, I said what I want
Experimental
to
language.
say, I'm the streamer.
I don't think that's what our race director Lee Nell would say. I
Excuse
think,
me.
yeah. No, they go on.
Yeah, but penalties are very easy to take at this track.
Exactly, and also if it's raining as well. But I think I don't want this race to come down to penalties. Obviously, you're not a GP3 regular, but who do you think is going to win today? Do you think it could be Sven? Do you think it could be Stam? Somebody
I
else?
set my money on. It's a
Could it be
difficult one because
JB?
I didn't.
Could it be JB?
It's good. I never saw him driving, so I don't really know his speed
If
or
it's
something.
if it's JB, I'm not doing the podium interviews.
I will do it then, no problem.
If no
I
no
will
no
have
no
to prove
no
my
no
dad.
no no no, he doesn't get to go in any podium interviews. That's my rule. If he gets in the top 3, no interviews. It's very grey here in
Yeah,
the
it's very grey.
Autodrome.
Last evening it was raining during the whole qualifying, so it was a
Was
very
that
difficult
was that more difficult?
was-
Were you able to
it
get
was
into the groove?
difficult, yeah.
Why did you qualify?
P8.
Yeah. It shows that I don't watch the product, doesn't it, when I'm not commentating.
It was very good because I could start on the mediums and then go 2 times softs, and that really gave me the win yesterday. Because I could end
Topics
on the
is
soft
out.
tire.
Sorry to cut you off, mate. Topics is out. He'll be the first driver to head to trackside in that racing point, which I think is absolutely ugly, but that's my opinion. It's not just because it's pink either, before I can get it down. But yeah, Topics is out, and there's now an abundance of cars. Festa, then Jurger, then this is incredible. You got to Williams there, I believe. Gappinger, YT, so I guess that's his YouTube. He's sponsored himself as they. Or the Mercedes of the Jurgen, he's getting out of the way here. Wants to create a little gap for himself. Everyone's coming out quickly. Does this hint at rain on the way?
I
You
think
if
that could be
everyone's-
possible. Though we also see a lot of different strategies. We see, I think, around 10 people on the soft, then some people on the hard, some people on the medium, so interesting too.
JB is out on track. His teammates
on the
following
mediums.
him. So I don't know whether they're talking to each other or they're going to do an opposite strategy on the next run.
Or
Because
maybe
JB
someone can give some slipstream on straight.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Are they going to swap next time? But, mate, you won last night. Do you want to take us to a lap of Topics' quality lap here? And as he goes around the brilliant stadium segment.
I don't know any words to describe the track, so I don't think that will be a very good one, because the only thing I could say, now he is braking, now he takes a turn. That would be the only thing I think.
But I shall do it then. Here we go. So here's Topics, and down the straight, one of the longest straights in Formula One. feels so quick, but you're getting so much momentum going into that first corner. This first corner is very important as well, because you get the line wrong here, you're going to be wrong for turns 1, 2 and 3. Because you're going to lose a couple tenths. He's quite good on the apex there, but can he get the right exit? He kind of nails it, with a bit over the curb, would have lost a bit of time there. DRS another straight. Immediately, the DRS time is brilliant. Now onto that difficult sector 2. Once again, it's all about your runs and entries into the corner, because you get your entry wrong, you're going to lose so much time. Here now, through the really tight right-hander here, and it's so difficult. And now we're going to go into the high speeds, starting with the left. He's got a bit wide. Oh, it's not helping there. He might be invalidated. He's still pushing.
Yeah, it doesn't validate.
No, he's not. It's game over. Topics.
So I think
it looks so good.
Check his side comment then.
It looked good though. No, that's not
very good.
It's gapping. It's gapping YT. He's pushing on. It's the stadium section. This is a brilliant section, isn't it? It's a beautiful part of the track. It's a great way to end it as well, isn't it? With gapping the Williams. How could he help his teammate Stab this evening? He's going to come across the line and go. Must be one, but 150.
That's not a bad lap.
What was your lap yesterday?
There will be people. I don't remember, but because it was with me also, so.
Oh yeah,
like
so we
practiced. It was like around 160.
Festa, sorry mate, Festa spun it on exit. He's come across the line though, but he spun it on the. He might get disqualified. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, he has
good
to
job.
go quite fast. He has
Gamey thing. I mean, it's quite interesting right now because there's a difference in tyre. Sven, they're 5 tenths up.
15.2. That's a very good lap.
Sam is third, but he's on the hard tyres. Hunter, right now there's a big difference I can see between the hards and the softs, which obviously is expected.
It is
but
a very big difference.
I think I think the nature of the hard tyre as well. You never get faster lap times as you go. So I wouldn't count Stam out yet. Right now though, it appears to be there's quite a few invalidations.
Yeah, there were a lot of people there were going back into the pit lane, and that's the difficulty of disqualifying disqualifying session 2. It's easy to get your lap ruined.
And following Mr. Bishop,
Jack goes 9th on his pass on the mediums.
I'm following Jack Bishop, and then
Jack
our
is now in
friend.
the stadium. He will go through his last corner of this qualifying lap. What will be his and Gapping gets a 5-place penalty for a collision with topics. So I don't know what happened there.
I don't think JD will be too mad about that. He's only slower than Stan, who is perhaps the fastest man out there today. We don't know yet, so I wouldn't be too worried about JD.
No, that's a decent lap. Some
Storm there. The Toro Rosso, sorry, Storm and the Toro Rosso, 10th faster than Stan. And Stan's going to go for another lap here now. Another lap with the heat of the tyres. I think maybe Stan's going to get a bit of practice in, do you think?
Yeah, it's very possible. I think he is trying to get the car in control, just feeling the way around to the conditions. How hot because the track won't be that hot because there's no sunshine anywhere. It's very
Ooh,
cloudy.
the back end there on exit. I don't know how happy we'll be about that. The car will be crying, we know that much.
What can Lee do? He's 6th at the moment in the championship.
Well, he's had an up and down season, isn't he? You know, it's not been his finest hour, but he's not been terrible either. He's had his moments.
Now going to the finishing line, what time can he set? Could be a good time, I guess. It's a 15.9. That's a decent time.
Too bad. It's so close there between most Gapping and Lee. It's less than 2 tenths. So I don't think they're too
Between
off.
P2
As you
and
can
P6,
see,
it's only 110. That's unbelievable, close.
I want to see how much faster Stan is on this lap. Doesn't seem all too confident yet though with the car. As he validates on exit though, he's going to come into the pits as I'll hit. I wonder how these people are feeling. People like JD, Lee, these guys that have a reputation on track. There's people that sort of like gapping, but when they're gapping or Gappinger, I'm going to call him gapping. he has a 5-place grid penalty, so realistically,
really know what happened there, but it's not that usual. You get a penalty in qualifying, so there had to be contact between the both of them.
Chris and the McLarens on the soft tyres, I just want to see where he can go. He's got no one really in front of him. There are in like his foreground. It could distract him a little bit maybe because there is a racing point. Could be going quite slowly, and that might affect the dirty air through this section.
If I'm not wrong, Chris and Hunter are new drivers, right?
Neither of them are new drivers, but they are. I don't think they are regulars. We've both had them here before.
Chris going 57 seconds in sector 2.
It's going to be an interesting one, this one from Chris. He's not really. He's not had too much traffic. He looks calm, looks collected. And really,
a really push lap, I think, but it will still be a decent time. It will be a 160.4.
With the lowest of the soft tyres, Chainman, the brother of Sven, goes pole position.
It's still, I think they will go into the 140 today. I think they have to be possible.
To be fair, there's a gap right there, but we expect Stam to break it, but what will Stam do? He's going to get out again on those hard compound tyre. It's not on the mediums. Is he going to perhaps do the alternate strategy?
I think that's very possible.
Is he going to run alternate to the brothers here? Can you one-stop it on the softs, or is it a dead set two-stop?
I think you can do a one-stopper on softs, like pitting lap 12, 13 and then going to the hards. And I don't think that's really worth it, because the softs are only really optimal around 8 laps, so I don't think that will be any faster than doing a two-stop on softs again. I don't think that will help you.
If Stan, I don't think it leads me to believe that Stan won't do the opposite, that he's can't with 8 minutes to go. Stan's got a car right in front of him, that being the Mercedes of Jürgen. That's how I'm going to cut a gap, it seems. Weaving the wheels. I don't think it's traffic, Jürgen. Jürgen gets out the way.
He's a little bit up on his time span, so possibly it can be intro to provisional pole, but he has to improve around 2 seconds, 2 tenths. Then in the last sector.
Oh, he's gone wide. I don't think he'll get an invalidation, but he'll get
invalid, I think. Still pushing it.
Well, Stam is also a man pushing right now.
What time can Sven start?
I think Sven
will be broken.
I reckon it will, you know. These guys normally one up each other. He's trying to bits. He must have invalidated it. If that just lost too much time. Topics, just around the final corner now, mate. Sort of cut you off. And he goes 9th fastest on the medium tyres.
That's a very good time, fastest on mediums. Well, Hunter now go to his lap. What time can he set on the softs? That would be a very good lap. It will be a 15.3. Puts him in P3 at the moment.
Gapping's coming through though, and gapping. He's got to get better times. He's on the way to the pits.
Going into the pits.
He was pushing. But Sven didn't do it. What can Stam do? He is our World Championship contender. We're not going to give it up. I believe he's from Greece. He's driving that Williams. And can he bring back some joy to Williams?
Seconds up on his time.
Remember, it's almost the Thomas on the hard tyres, so
this will be a very good lap from Stam. And 159 on the mediums. Can you believe it?
I think there's some competition to be had here.
That's more than 1 second faster than the other guys on the mediums. Unbelievable.
Friedrich puts himself on the provisional front row with a 1 minute 15.1. Sven's in trouble. Sven's in trouble here because Hunter's got speed. James got speed. We yet to see anything from JB, but he's setting a lap now. I don't think his time was all that competitive, but he's come around the same section now. Where can JB put himself? So he just wants a bit of fun, doesn't really care about winning. 1
second up on his time, so it will be a better lap time.
That's going to put him roughly...
Quite a good
lap,
150.7.
What a lap!
6.
That's good from JB.
Well from JB.
Sorry for my celebration there.
No
I'm pulling for JB today.
Everyone is, I guess. Everyone.
But I don't think he'll be too mad at that. 6th place. technically 5th because of gapping penalty. So that I wouldn't, you know. So technically he's put himself on the 3rd row, but leading the 3rd row. That's not bad.
Lino going through the last corner on the track. Can
And
he
Lee.
improve his time? I don't think he will. No, he goes 4 tenths slower than his former time. Next across the line is Jaeger, I think you call him.
Yeah.
But
He's coming in, he's boxing.
going into the
If I'm Stam, we've got a box this lap to go into softs. This got to be his goal now.
Yeah, we saw some people starting on the hards at the beginning of the session. Now we're only seeing softs and some guys on mediums.
Sven's come out a bit early. Trainman's on a lap, but Stan's good job there from Stan. Got out of the way. Trainman's on a lap. How much can Trainman improve in that Ferrari though? That is the question.
Yeah, can he improve? That's also a good question, I think.
No, yeah, they're definitely going to improve. Trust me, as a viewer of all these races, these Ferraris do some spectacular things.
The final part of the track. What time can he say? There will be a 1:16.0, putting him into 11th place at the moment.
That's not too bad. I don't think he'll be too mad at that. Yeah, he's not had the best of seasons. He won't be the first to.
So he is returning to the pit.
Trainman's in the pits. Surely we're going to see Stam retire. Yeah, he's in the pit. We're set for a brilliant qualifying here, mate. Watch out. And Sven's got the track to himself. I think he's had a beautiful time.
I think there will be very much traffic at the end of the session here.
And Sven's going to have none of that, which could help him.
He's doing it right now. And maybe he could even return into the pit. And if this lap isn't good enough, he can still go into the pits and do another lap.
It's going to be interesting. Who's going to be the first to go out here? But can we just say, JB in 6th, I don't want to talk about them too much, but JB in 6th position, that's incredible, isn't it? Right now.
It is incredible, but that Sven is now 3 tenths up on his time, so that will be meaning, if he can hold his pace, he will be taking provisional pole.
Will he commit? He might.
Ferrari, can he hold his pace? Going to the finish line now. He's looking for a 140, and it will be a 140.
And his provisional pole!
2 tenths in front now of his teammate.
I reckon he's got time if he pushes. I reckon if he pushes, he'll have time to go into the pit spot and reset as well.
You really have to push in. And look, almost everyone into the pit now.
In a way, he's got to do it though, because 2 tenths. Yes, it's a short lap here, but people can pick up 2 tenths, can't they? It's not. JB will be the first of our runners, I think. No, they won't. There's a racing point ahead. That being Special Energy. Special Energy's all up right now. It's not Special Energy. Currently 19th. He'll want more than that. I think he'll be the first of the guys to finish his run. So interesting, mate. What do you think of this? This is going to be such an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is interesting because everyone now is under the soft tires, so everyone will do a last stint on that.
Trainline is out. Stan is out.
People who are on the outlap right now. They really have to leave space in between them because otherwise they could go massively wrong.
Can Sven get in the pits and get out in time? Or is this it? It's going to be close. He's pulling it tight, isn't he?
It's going to be very close.
It's going to be about 40 seconds for Team Ferrari to get him in and out.
I don't think that will be possible. He has around 40 seconds.
It's going to be
It
tight.
should be possible in the real life, but they're taking so much time here in the game to take you into the box. While GB now is starting his final lap.
Also, Dr. Special Energy went up to P7. So congratulations to Dr. Special, he got a much better time. JB though, can he improve and get up to the likes of Hunter? He's already technically fit. Any improvement is obviously improvement, whether it's position or not. He's technically P5, that's incredible for him. But can he get up even further? DRS active on that Alfa Romeo.
And this time, Sector 1, he's only a little bit up on his time, so it's still possible.
Yeah.
Just
to confirm, sorry to cut you off, just to confirm, Sven will not take another lap here. To his detriment. Gapping's retired. So Gapping's, I don't know, but he's already got a 5-place grid penalty, so the best place he can get is 10th through now, and I feel like he's going to go a lot lower than that. JB really pushing on. Can he do it? Oh, he's gone wide.
That's a dangerous one, I think.
He's still pushing.
He's 2 tenths up on his time. So So that will be, if he can hold this, maybe P4, P5. That would be very amazing. Lee in front of him. Hopefully
Lee.
oh.
Lee!
I think he
Is
has
Lee
been
on a
warmed
lap?
up by Lee. Yes,
Is Lee on a lap? No, he's not. JB will be annoyed at that for sure.
He will be very annoyed with that, I think.
Lee was setting up his lap though.
Yeah, Lee was setting up his lap, so that was a very difficult one. Because if he had to leave in by, he also ruined his own lap. I think that will be reviewed after the race. But now...
Stam! Go second!
Second! Now the teammate Ferrari, how do you spell his name? I don't know.
Trainman. Trainman. Can he be thrown?
From his teammate? No, he won't be. So possibly it will be Sven starting from pole position while Hunter is not improving his lap at the moment.
And the annoying thing for Trainman is that he's starting third. Stam, I think, still pushing. Stam still wants another lap here. He's giving up now, he's retiring. So it will be Sven on pole, unless people like Friedrich. You know, those guys.
Just a little bit up on his time, so if he has a very good...
JB's gonna be so annoyed though,
I think that's lap ruined for Friedrich.
I feel bad for JB, I'll be honest.
Me too.
But it's a difficult one, wasn't it? Because Lee was setting up his lap. He's entitled to do so.
I think that's a very difficult one, while James Killer is 2/10 up in his time. You see, he could be
that would have thrown JB out of the top 10, but he'd still go back in. He'd be 10th with free tyre choice. Doesn't ruin JB's race.
Goes 6th fastest with a 1:15.3. That's a very good level of him. So
unless GBA improves, which is not. So JB will start 10th. Don't forget. With free tyre choice, because he technically qualified 11th. So gapping is enough to start 15th.
That would be a massively good point for GB, that he can choose what tire he is starting on.
I don't think he'll be too annoyed at that, you know.
No, P11 he won't be annoyed, but I think he will be annoyed that he didn't improve his lap.
Obviously Lee and JB are good mates, but I think, you know, when you're in the car, you're on a good lap. You know, I think
it's so difficult to do.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it was just at the final corner of the track, so Lee was doing slow so he could fast go out, and yeah, it's a difficult one to give your opinion about it.
It's a tough one, isn't it?
It's a really tough one. And I'm surprised that Trainman didn't took pole there. I really thought he was improving his lap. But that guy, Sven, takes pole position. P2 is Stam, P3 is Trainman, P4 is Frederick, P5 is Hunter, P6 is James Keller, P7 is Gamey, P8 is Storm, P9 is Topic, P10 is Gapping. Then we're going to P11, we'll have free tyre choice. JB is 11th, P12 is Dr. Special Energy, P13 is Lee, P14 is Fester, P15 is Jaeger, P16 is GA, P17 is Not Look Back, P18 is Chris Can, P19 is Sonic Hawk, and last will be Psychomic.
Just had the team radio from JB. He said such a good lap, 3/10 up, so he would have been around 6th or 7th anyway. So, yeah, I think a bit of frustration in the JB camp in Alfa Romeo, but potential there, and I think, you know, it's much brighter today. No wet tyres required. Again, I think Sven will be quite lucky. I think he'll be quite happy, but I think he'll feel a bit lucky that he got this pole position today. What do you think?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable lap. I think he was the only one in the 114s. I
think Sven got there because Trainman was a 1:15.002. So
oh yeah, then
so I think Sven got
14s.
Sven got a 14.9, I think, and Sven got a 14.8.
Yeah,
but anyway, in terms of the actual title race, I don't think Sven will be too annoyed. One man will be quite happy is Trainman, I think, because he'll get the slipstream going into turn 1. I don't know who to pick to win this, mate. I think the first few laps will say everything in this race. What do you think?
I'm going for Hunter. I set my money on him. Did
going
a lot
Hunter?
of practice with him too, and he has a very good pace. He also has a good position to start, I think. I think it was around P6, P5, something about that. We'll see that in a minute. But I think he can do a very good job today.
Here we go then. Let's have a look at the tyre choice of the drivers. As I have no game sound.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
I do.
really bad.
I do. No, I do. So JB's gone on the mediums.
On the mediums, that's a good one.
Lee's on mediums, Fefs is on mediums, GA's on mediums, as well as Chris.
All the ones in the commentary chat, listen to me. Starting on the mediums.
Sonic's on the softs, Sonic on the softs, and then the hard tyres are Psychovic, Beck, and Jurgen. And obviously Gapping was qualified. He's on his like 1 lap used soft tyres. So Gapping in a way, he's in a bit of a sticky situation, isn't he? Really.
Yeah, I think this will be. It will be interesting also what Trayman will do.
I'm gonna
be aggressive on Sven in that first corner.
I'm gonna watch. No, they won't be aggressive. I don't really know this, but they are brothers and they have a lot of respect in that camp for one another. We call them the brothers Swede here. So I'll be so surprised if there's any aggression. Nice joke. But I'm gonna follow Trayman from the start. I want to see how good of a start I get. I want to see, and I think I think that's going to be telling, isn't it? Who's going to get there? What's going to be the difference here? Because this start is imperative for these drivers. There's no doubt about it. If Stan has a bad start and loses 5 positions, that's going to take him a couple of laps to get up, and the next go Sven can get seconds in the gap. Here we go, though, mate. I'm going to let you take us through the start procedure. But what a race we're in for here at the Mexico Auto Zone. I can't see the entire. I know it's an auto zone, and we're in Mexico. So yeah, I'll give you back to Senna for the start proceedings.
Of course, going to the turning position. Also, some cars that didn't do the warm-up round, or they had a collision in it, it's also possible. That guy's fan will be starting from pole position, in front of Stam, and in front of his teammate, Trayman. Trayman, it looks like he has the best position to start at. We're here at Mexico, the Grand Prix of GP3. The red lights are going on. And the lights are that are on our way today. Have everyone lagging separately, but it's a very good start from Stan. But now Stan is getting his slipstream. What will happen here at the first corner?
Stan's gonna go for it! He's gonna go for the move! He's got the move done! What a move by the Williams! Terrible start for Trayman! Great start for Hunter! Storm's coming out the outside Trayman too! Terrible start for Ferrari! JB up to 9! He's on the push! Who's on the bad start? Gapping! He's fell back! Lee now, he's not really moved! But what a start for that Williams there! Great move
from the Williams of Stan. He really saw his chance and he didn't even thought about it, he just did it. What a move from him. Very bad start from Trayman, lost 2 positions.
I feel like we jinxed Trayman a little bit by calling it the best qualifying position, and now he's got back. The Stab's flying away here, and that's what he's got to do. No doubt about it, he's got to fly here.
And I think there's happened something with Topics is into the
oh
my god, what did he do? That's so stupid.
Him gapping
so
there.
Stupid. You
always
have to look when you return. Yeah, that's yeah.
Mate, sorry to cut you off here, but Stan, Sven is pushing on against Stan here. He doesn't want to give Stan the satisfaction. Do that. I don't know whether Stan made a mistake for that last section or whether.
It doesn't look like Sven is getting him.
He's not going to get him. He's going to put it to DRS here. Here comes.
The gap already with Hunter. It's already 1.5 seconds, while Stan already has a 3-second time penalty, and that's not a good job then.
No, that's I don't know how that's happened in one lap.
I think he had already 2 warners in that first corner, the first overtake that he did. So that's very disappointing for him.
This is going to set it down a little bit now.
Race ago. I should say.
And this is one of those things. Hunter looks quite slow in third,
He does.
He's got a bit of a train behind him, including Trainman. Sorry if that's a terrible joke.
Yeah,
but
he hasn't really a pace to stay with Sven at the moment. But if you know, there are the best drivers in this league, Stan and Sven, they are so fast.
They are. However, right,
is gonna try and take P3 this lap.
another thing as well, just to mention, is that JB's moving tyres will come to life yet because he's 1.4 seconds back, 0.6 seconds back. But there's a battle going on now here between Storm, the Toro Rosso, who's trying to go from beyond the red thing into turn 1. Hunter goes defensive. Here comes Storm on the outside, but that'll turn to the inside. Oh, he's going to go for the switch back. He could go for the switch. Oh, Hunter, really well done there. Hunter, well done. So does Trainman though. Watch out for Trainman, mate. But here comes Storm. Will Storm hook it round? Will Storm hook it round? No, he won't. There, and well, that was sensational driving. But they've already lost 3 seconds. They've already lost 3.2 seconds behind Hunter.
Yeah, it's unbelievable fast going. That's around a second a lap. Hunter really struggling, I think. You see it in sector 2.
I'm always checking the winners now for Stan. I'm worried about him.
He's racing on track right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Hunter here.
Goes into the fire almost. He braked too late, so he had to go very wide.
That's gonna gift JB some DRS, I think. Guess that's the section point.
JB
That's gonna help.
Start from the guys on mediums. It's not the first one.
Here comes Sven, mate. Sorry, speaking of DRS, here comes the Ferrari. More speed than the Williams, and the Williams are just tucking behind. Tucking behind. And I think Stan though, he'll be a lot more eggy to get past that Ferrari. And the Ferrari runs a bit wide now here, and he's still going to have the DRS though because of detection points. And Stan can do nothing about it. They can keep up with Sven. He's faster than Sven in the switch short. But here comes Storm.
Still trying, but Hunter is defending very well.
Yeah, mate, it's
a 3-second time penalty.
It's such a difficult one, isn't it? Don't know. I don't know what to think. But now that JB's in that 1 second to Friedrich, it looks good. Mate, Storm's all over the back of Hunter. Storm is all over the back of Hunter right now.
Only 110 behind him. Possibly he can try it here. Hunter defending the inside. And he tries to switch again. And I think he did it right now. No, he didn't. Again, Hunter still holding position 3.
As that Stan's made a mistake.
But he's going very good at defending wise.
Stan's made a mistake in third sector. He's now 6/10 back. He gets that all-important DRS here, and he's closing. He's just a bit too far back. The straight line speed is impeccable in that Williams, so we'll keep an eye.
He's going to try it on GB.
Oh no, these two have already...
P8 in front of GB. GB is braking very late to try and make it as difficult as possible for Lee. Possibly he will try it again here, while Lee is going very wide. He has a better exit.
JB's got a better exit, but... It's a drag race, isn't it?
Yeah,
there is a JB. JB gonna go up the around the outside, but that will turn to the inside. What a volley! He will almost get the better. He will almost get the better. He's sticking it in there, and JB and Lee have a brilliant race. But I think JB has to concede. Stan's got another penalty.
Stan has started very well, but already picked up 2 penalties, and that's not what you want here. Well, already 5.8 seconds behind him.
You've got to give credit to JB there, then. That was impeccable.
A very good fight on both.
You got to give credit to both of them, really. Watch out for special energy now, though, here. So I think if Fancy was tracked to the yellow flag.
1 and 2. I think someone retired into pit lane. Oh no, James Keller is in the last corner. If I'm seeing that correctly. Yes, he is. And he had to wait a very long time till everyone had passed. He didn't do what Topics did. So well done to
Here
him.
comes Hunter now on stop. He's going to go up the inside. He's going to get the job done here, but as he went a bit deep.
But there's Storm going again on the outside.
Hunter there, giving him the squeeze.
And also look to
Trainman!
Trainman is trying it. What a fight for P3 at the moment.
And I think Stam, I don't really know what's going on with him at the minute. Maybe he just took a couple laps there just to kind of re-get the head going. And just think, calm down, mate. It's a long race.
He's back again into the DRS range at the moment. While Storm and Hunter, I think this fight will go a long time.
This is really hurting Trainman's race as well.
Toro Rosso
As Friedrich's got deep, he's got deep.
And now he out-touched.
Trainman's hit him. And Trainman doesn't have damage, luckily. But then, Hunter does though.
He had to pit. So, possibly
Hunter got damage? Or is this a strategy call?
No, I
Has he got wing damage, or is this a strategy? No damage on that. That's just a strategy call. He's going to stop.
GB now doing on Lee. JB is back again in front of Lee. He did it the lap after he was...
Stab's hit Sven! Stab spun! Oh no.
Oh no.
I didn't see it, I just saw the contact there, and I think Sven, I think
really
Stam's spinning too hot. I think Stam's spinning too hot. Special energy there. I think that's heartbreak for him. 3 seconds. If I'm Stam now, do you pit and go to stop, or
I should do that because he has already 6 second time penalty, and it seems like he's really struggling on these tires. There's already a really good fight going on. Well, the fight is over between the Toro Rosso and Red Bull. Now it's just between Lee and GB. Yeah, Toro Rosso and Alfa Romeo.
JB and Lee, and I've got. No, it's that one. I thought it was peeling.
Trainman is in the pit lane.
Just again, here comes Lee.
We will have enough pace, so it will be trying an overtake again. Will it be enough? I think it will be.
JB though
doesn't make it. He's holding his car. It's very close racing between both of them. And again they're doing a drag race on the straight.
Watch out for Special Energy. I think Special Energy is just enjoying being the spectator.
I think he is.
But JB not going to give it in, but Lee now doing the thing that JB did last time. We get a better run here. I think he's going to go around the outside, but Lee's on the inside. Watch out for Lee. JB does not want to give it up. JB has to yield now, surely. What an incredible fight.
And now JB has to really watch out of Dr. Special Energy. And JB has gone his round. JB has lost his rear. Oh, what? Oh my god.
What happened with JB?
God. He spun. He lost
Did
his rear.
He made contact, or did he just lose
No, he
the
didn't
rear?
make contact. He just lost it. Oh my god.
Sven's boxing. Box for Sven.
How disappointing for JB. And he lost it again. He was trying to get back on the racing speed and then he lost it again. So I don't know what happened with him. He is now lost.
It's weird to be hot now.
This is very... I don't really have words for it. Wow. This is so disappointing.
Sven's got to have a lot of traffic here, isn't it?
Yes, it's a very early stop for him. So
I think he's clearly too stopped
as soon as possible. Every car.
Surely Stam will now go the same. I thought close to
Sonic
JB.
getting close by Trainman. I think Sonic has a problem because also Hunter goes very fast past him. So I don't know what is going on with Sonic Hawk. It doesn't seem like he has real pace when there's yellow.
Special
Sector 2 and
Energy!
that's Dr. Special Energy.
Special Energy,
at the same place at and he has disqualified.
He's been disqualified!
Oh, wow, because
that
sucks. That's awful. That's awful from the game. Unbelievable.
And Stam's not boxing. Stam's going for the one stop.
I think that's possible. Well, Storm and Gamey are in the pit at the same moment. That guy now trying on Jagger. Can he make a move? Yeah, he has got the better exit. He has got the DRS. He's on the fresher tires, on the better tires. He made a move on Jagger quite easily. The Ferrari
Yeah, but
now in front of the Mercedes.
However, this is helping. What lap do you think Stam will box in if he's going for one stop?
I think it will be around lap 12, 13. But I stay with my point that I don't think it will be good. I don't think he will have the
Actually,
pace
I disagree because if traffic's an issue, then it's set. Stam is in. What's his strategy? Cool. Does he two stop it? Does he one stop it? I would have
I think it
followed
will
him
be
in.
a two-stopper. I think it's a little bit too early to already go into hard tires. We'll see it in a moment, and it already medium tire. No, it
The
already
one
hard.
stop.
It will be a
One
one-stop.
stop.
Oh,
They're just
yeah,
one. Yeah,
again,
it flashed
flashing all the
yellow for
tires
me.
to each other.
How
And he
much
will
traffic
come
will he
out.
get himself in?
He will come out in P7.
Yeah, but can he keep? Maybe no.
Maybe. No, GA will go in front of him.
I think so.
Yes.
No.
No, he don't. Very well done from Stan to hold GA behind him. Now Stan, he has to push for the position, but he also has to doesn't go too aggressive because his tires need to last 25 laps.
If anyone can do those, Stan, he's very calm on his tyres. One good thing here for, you gotta say, for Stan is that Spen's had such traffic. He's lost quite a lot of time. Here comes Sven on Friedrich. Will he make the move? Oh, contact though, almost. Oh my lord.
Frederick still on all soft tires, so he possibly also will go for the one stop.
He's boxing,
Yes,
he's
going
peeling.
right now.
The man that won't
at
box
the
for a
moment,
little while
Lee is
though.
leading this race. He didn't pit yet, he started on the medium tires. And look which battle we have got again. Hunter and Storm are back again, off behind each other. So possibly we will get a fight throughout the race there again.
Not quite yet, I would say. I'd say that's going to materialise in a couple of laps' time.
Yeah, because Hunter will possibly do a two-stop and Storm is on a hard tire, so he can do a one-stop. So that will be interesting one to see which strategy will pay out the best. Just the same as the strategy battle between Sven and Stan.
Stan. Now Stan's coming up for that traffic.
How fast can Stan go between in front of Kreska and Jiger?
I think
the point right now.
I think you'll want to get past both relatively quickly. He's got to wait for that straight. If he can get both of them on the straight, it guarantee will be his goal. The Stan will go for moves like that. Chris makes a mistake.
He's now very slow at the moment.
The Stan's gonna take him as quickly as he can.
He will take Chris, that's for sure. But he also have the pace to take Jagger.
I'd watch out, you know. I'd watch out.
Chris has around the same pace as Stan, because he couldn't really take any slipstream. But he is in front now, of Chris.
And Stan's already caught up to Jurgen. So he's telling Jurgen's...
Almost lost his corner. It was going
Good
a little
job.
bit too soon on the power. And the gap now is around, I think, 8 seconds between Sven and Stan.
I don't think that'll worry Stan too much. They're pulling the 2-stop.
No, indeed. Well,
Now
Sven
Chris,
is now
now Treyman's being blocked by Chris. Here comes Treyman now on Chris. Can't really make a move in.
Or maybe he wants to do it here. No, he will wait till the straight. Well, Sven is
Speaking
going
of
to retake
moves,
late
yeah, Sven's
of this
Sven's
race,
just
going into front of Lee. Sven is
Lee
again
just
leading this
tucking.
race at the moment.
But now Stan will get the better of Jäger. And then he's got 4 seconds, just kind of relax a little bit.
Stan will take P4 here.
24, good job.
I think that will be quite an easy one. Yes.
Oh yeah, job done. There was a 9.2 second gap between them. And I've got to say, I think I favour Stan at the moment, as long as he doesn't let the gap slip too much.
If he can keep the gap around 10 seconds, he has surely the better strategy. But if it will go up each lap like 5/10 or something, it will be a difficult one then. Because Sven will be ending this race on the soft tires, I guess. Then he will have a huge amount of time in favor of him.
I think we know that Stan's very good at defending, so good hope for that. Treyman is just going to be so annoyed at me, isn't he?
Well, Chris is letting his teammate go through.
I feel so bad for JB there, but
yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. He was doing an amazing job. Again, just lost his 2 times. Not much to say about it. Just really disappointing for him. He was doing a great job. Now Treyman trying on Jagger.
Hunter and Storm haven't come together actually. Hunter's made a mistake somewhere.
I think he did. Well, Treyman
Yeah,
goes
they're in
into
Treyman.
P5, but he goes not that good. He lost quite a lot of time with that move, but he did take the P5. How
And
do you
Stan
think
is
the mediums will put?
we'll go another 12, I think, at least.
I did it yesterday on lap 16. Then 2 times 10 laps on the soft.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a big thing for Stan as well. I don't think he's going to have to worry about the traffic in Festa. No, I think, yeah, I think he'll be alright.
There's 2 seconds. It's gonna be the question how fast he will get fast to faster. And now it's already 4/10 closed down. So at this pace he will still have to pass him. Because now on track right now is between Storm and Chris. Fight for P8 at the moment.
I think Storm and Hunter are about 30, 56.
Storm will now go for the P8. While Stan gets a 3 second time penalty. Storm takes P8 quite easily.
Ben's got 2 warnings, but even so, 6 seconds. You can see how much Fef's is struggling on those old mediums though, can't you?
He is. He's losing a lot of time to Lee in front of him. And he's of course losing a lot of time to Stan behind him. But I think Stan has a better pace and he's also with fresher tires. So I think it will be around the moment that the mediums will get into the pits to go 2 times over.
Ben's got his first penalty. Will Festa peel in now?
No, he won't.
Stan will get past Festa. But he's got the 3 seconds to lead.
Yes, he will.
He's not doing too bad, is Stan?
Stan is having a great pace at the moment. I don't even think that the gap has come down at all. It's now 8.9 seconds and it was around 9 seconds, if I can remember.
So he's hovering, which is good.
Yeah, he's gaining on Sven, so that's a very good pace that Stan has.
I think it's the issue with Sven is we're not really in the race, you're not battling them, you just kind of start cruising a little bit.
But it is possible to take the mediums till the finish. What Sven
I don't know,
can do.
you won't.
Yesterday, there also was a guy who started on the mediums and did it till lap 26, I think. OCG, the champion. He went P2, so it's possible, but it's difficult. It's really difficult to think about your strategies at the moment.
Storm is also catching Jurgen now at the minute. Will Lee now peel him now, huh? Yes. Same with Fester, which promotes now Stam into P2. 9.1 sec. He's not doing too bad. Here comes Storm on Jurgen. And the Jurgen strategy's really working for him.
That was the first one, I think. He will get the opportunity. He will try to do. Can he break out?
Oh, Jurgen! Oh,
that was not
Jurgen's
a very good
bad,
move of Jagger. He chopped in a little bit on Storm, but now he will have an opportunity to take a proper takeover on Storm.
Here comes Jurgen! Here comes Jurgen.
Here he comes.
And Storm won in none of that.
That's very late braking. Now Storm is again in front of him.
I think Stam knows what he's doing. He's just hovering, isn't he? He's not pushing too hard to the point where he's just hovering.
Doing a very good job at the moment. Keeping the gap around 9 seconds.
Hovering that gap. And yeah, Sven's already got an extra warning. Stam hasn't yet since his point. But so you can see that Sven may be pushing a bit more now in those 10 lap hold mediums. Will Trainman? I don't even think Trainman will be a factor. Unfortunately, I don't think Trainman can really help his brother here.
I don't think he will.
Lee now though, on the soft tyres, I think he's making another. He's supposed to be doing a 2-stop, 3 drips on the hards. Here comes Lee.
Yeah, he will get easily overtaken this. Has a lot more pace, more speed.
And job done there.
Oh
no!
That was
3 drip.
quite aggressive over Friedrich.
I saw. I could see why he made the move, but
yeah,
I think Lee was just a bit too far over. No, Lee was just too far over, I think.
And now he will still lose the position because he is on older hard tires and Lee is on fresh soft tires. So there was no way that he could hold that position. But that wasn't a great move from him. But luckily there's no damage for Lee.
How does he extend scaling on his tyres there?
Yeah, I think that's a question at the moment. If Stem is also taking the responsibility for his tires, then he is doing an amazing job and he will win this race. But as he now is already struggling with it or is giving all speed he can, he maybe gets in trouble at the end of the race.
The good thing about the hard tyres is they're like bricks, they can run for however long you want them to.
That's true. While Lee is now very close to Gamey. It will be an easy move again. Now it will be because Gamey won't have the pace to even try and take this position again.
I don't know what's happened to Hunter, he's just gone off the pace, isn't he?
Yeah, he had a very good start from P5 to P3 and then just didn't have a pace. Still, it's now even 8.9 seconds between our leading guy Sven and P2 Stan.
It's working well for Stan here. And I think because Sven will be pushing in that last stint, that could open up to more penalties and warnings. So as long as Stan keeps it cool, keeps it collected,
no worries. Very good middle sector. He possibly can try it already here. The move on Hunter. Doesn't really goes for it.
Hunter
Very
there didn't
close
really,
that was.
wasn't very kind with the room, was he?
Yeah,
To
it was
me.
very close one. But it was fair. And Hunter was
Hunter's
going into the pit. So Lee won't
not.
have any trouble more of that.
Yeah, they won't have that slipstream that Gamey will have. Will the DRS, however. And the Gamey yet will have the speed. Going in that next straight though, can Gamey perhaps think we're going to overtake the sister team once again here just to prove
I think he's
that
a little bit too far away.
I'm in the better car. You didn't get the best exit from the chicane there. As our Stam is really making an imprint here. 8.4 seconds.
That's unbelievable what pace he is doing out of that hard tires.
Even without, our Stam's suspended a slight mistake. Yeah, the first sector wasn't his brightest.
Mediums aren't the best tires, of course, at this track. It's not
When
that
was-
much difference with the hard tires on lap pace.
I think Stam's running this strategy perfectly though, isn't it?
At the moment he is doing it, it's only 8.4 seconds, so it will be like around
Maybe
16 seconds.
Maybe it's a time penalty that I don't really expect too much, unfortunately. And there's no racing over there, which is unfortunate.
Disappointing day for JB.
Lee was
He
fast
has
to lap.
Yeah, Lee, that's a good lap of him. He's really pushing that car to the limit.
I just feel bad for JB. On a little drive.
Lee now closing the gap down with Jago.
Yep.
Only 1.1 second behind him. On fresh soft tires, and Jager still didn't pit. Started on the hards.
The issue with Sven is now is that the crossover points are where his
think it
mediums
is.
are more worn. Stam's got an extra warning there this lap.
It's only 8 seconds anymore. So Sven
Careful.
really needs to get thinking now what he wants to do to try and win this race. Because at this moment
he
it
go?
will be an easy one for Stan. While Lee gets a very good middle sector and has a chance here to take Jager. And he is gonna...
Oh, the door
Not
was close
again.
there. Fair
Yeah.
racing. But Lee's clearly thinking, come on guys, why are you being so harsh to me?
He's doing a very good job at the moment. He doesn't really go for it when it's not necessary. He just waits till this point, till the straight, where he can overtake easily. And that's also very good racing there. Not
Here
trying
comes
to
Lee.
overtake at points where it's not necessary to do it. And where he can
Yeah,
get trouble for
go-
himself and other drivers.
Yeah, we'll just let them through. I think it's the perfect thing to
Well,
do.
Jager gets a 3-second penalty now. Jager's really struggling on those 22 lap all
And
tires.
another warning for Sven last lap. Every warning that Sven gets, you got to feel his tyres are screaming now, aren't they? They
Yeah,
don't
the
want to be
tires
off.
are- But he
Would
still
you
needs to do
box for
2 or
those
3 laps.
Would you box for those set mediums though, just to be safe?
No,
If you're
he
Sven?
shouldn't do that. If he now pits on the mediums, I don't think he will be that much faster of stamina. He will be like 12, 13 seconds behind him. So if he wants to pit another time, he has to go on the soft tires to try something.
And I think, unfortunately for him, he'll run into the clutches of people like Storm and get caught into traffic as well.
There will be indeed.
When will Jurgen box? Is Jurgen going to wait for the 2K? You got to punch Jurgen. Cracking stint. I don't know if they're coming in
Yeah, I guess
of
now
it
coming
today.
into the pit. Where he going?
Is it-
Mediums or soft?
Medium, surely. Goss,
Taking it
taking a punt on the soft tyres.
He's going on the soft. That's long.
There you go.
12 laps.
That's long. Wouldn't recommend it. If that's what the team are thinking, credit to them. I wish him luck. As a Jurgen will drop just outside the top 10, but I guarantee he'll get back on the soft stint. They can really survive in this tyres.
Yeah, he has to improve positions right now, because at the end of the race he won't have any pace left. Because like soft tires are only good for 7-8 laps and then they're all completely dead. So you can imagine what it is after 12
I
months.
think this has been a failed stint for Sven. He hasn't been
think it
able.
was.
He hasn't, like anything. He's lost out on this stint.
Yeah, he didn't have the pace on the medium tires. It really makes a difference when Storm gets a 3-second time penalty.
Friedrich's closing in on Gamey.
And at this moment, you are right that the one stop isn't that bad. But it is an amazing pace that Stan doing this on the hard tires.
Here comes Friedrich
Trayman is already
on
on
Gamey.
17 lap old mediums.
Is Trayman waiting for his brother to pit first, or?
Yeah, Trayman bit first. The lap before.
No,
Stan
but I'm
did.
saying, is Trayman waiting for his brother to box first? Or will he pull the trigger this lap? How will they work?
I don't know what they're really
Sven
doing
with another
this trigger.
penalty, and
That's not good. That's really bad at the moment for Sven.
so that's 6 seconds worth for Sven, and Stam has got 9 seconds worth.
So it's still 3 seconds on advantage. I thought Stan didn't had any penalty, so I'm surely mistaken on that then.
Yeah, you're very mistaken.
I'm
Stam has got
sorry
9
there, Rob.
seconds. But I mean,
Interesting
3,
again.
3 seconds isn't that bad though. So I reckon
It isn't.
Stam, because how far back will Sven be?
I think it will be around 30 seconds, 40 seconds between them.
Trayman's in. He's going to put on the softs.
That should be the trigger then for Sven to go this lap then.
Friedrich
And
will
then
stay out.
we're gonna see a very interesting end of the race, I think.
I think Stab's said got so much traffic to negotiate with him. I reckon Stab's got this.
But look to where Trayman is going, he's only 8.
I mean,
So-
you say only 8, but I mean, who's going to box again? Gamey will box.
Yeah.
Gamey's going to be the only one that will box. The rest of them are going to stay out. Well, Lee will box.
Lee also.
So really, he's 6th. So Sven will be 5th. He's got to still negotiate better,
Sven
probably.
still needs to do some traffic then.
We've got JB right there, and I think that'll be the trigger for him just to come into the pits. But obviously the ghosting system for JB into the blue flags. Surely now, so we'll see his brothers in. Yes, he will.
And now Sven into the pit.
Give us so Storm will definitely overtake him. No doubt about that. So now Sven's been released.
So there's also a possibility that Lee also pit this lap. And then it would be a good job for Sven then. Where will Sven come out? Lee will
Sven's going to come out in
not
second.
pit in
I
this
think
lap.
Sven's going to come out in second. Game
He
on.
is in second, Sven. Wow. That's
9.
very well driven, I think then.
Yeah, but I'm saying 9 laps, 13 seconds.
It will be a difficult one. It will be a very difficult one. But he
Because
has
he's
now
tough.
soft
Yeah,
against hard.
Yeah, but his tyres are surely going to die off as well towards the end, right?
They will. But the first, I think, 5-6 laps. That's why that's when he has to do it. He really needs to do it now at the beginning of his stint. And he's like already 1 second closer, so he is going very fast at the moment.
Got to be careful, though, not getting validation. Keep back the tyres.
Not Luke. Retired from the session. What happened there? I think he retired in the pit lane. And GB gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I looked at the gap, it's already 10 seconds. Sven is going
Not bad.
so fast at the moment.
Yeah, that's going to be to his detriment eventually, isn't it?
Yeah, he's really putting a lot of pressure on his tires at the moment now too.
Do you know what? I think Stab was just kind of Sunday driving a little bit. And that be what I think. You didn't realise, you wanted to see the pace at Sven's got. And then it just like, Trayman fast well.
Of course, we also have the possibility that at the moment Stam is saving everything in his car. And Stam gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh no.
That was good, 6 seconds.
Then it will be very difficult for Stam. And he only can lose around 3 seconds at the moment. with 8 laps to go. Don't get that one.
But that's reminding me that Stan, if that's going to his Sven, doesn't get any penalties. He's pushing with everything he's got, isn't it? I just feel that if there was no penalties involved, it'd be a much different race.
We surely have. Closest battle on track right now is Trayman trying to get P4.
This Sven pass is like 16.9.
16.9, what a lap.
Stand, he's in the 19s.
It's unbelievable. Only 8 seconds anymore. That's a gap of 6 seconds. He closed in 2 laps. Wow.
Yeah,
Just
it's
wow.
cool.
No 4 yet.
I mean, that's still incredible, but it's still incredible. Big as well. But
Trayman with an easy move on favorite. P4.
and Storm hold on for a
Wow, Lee has
Lee
a fight
on
again with
Jager.
Jager. Should be an easy one. 2, Jager is again very close to the car of Lee. And also Gaby has gone in front of GA, but they're still fighting. But GA has to let him go. On new soft tires, there's nothing he can do. Sven only 6 seconds now behind Stan. But his tires are gonna fall back. And will Stan
he
still
connected
has...
the wall as well
I
there.
hope he doesn't have any damage on that. I don't think so. Well, he gets 3 second time penalty.
Now here, Sven's pushed on for 3 laps there, quite a bit. He's got now to rest those tyres. Stan will be pretty now. I think he'll be slightly worried with the gap. Yeah,
He's a little bit slowing down at the moment. So not
he's got to, really.
dead his tires already.
That Stan makes a big mistake there, loses a couple tenths. Yep, now Sven will be a winner.
At this moment, Sven is our winner today with penalties, finishing P2 on track, but he still has the possibility to also finish P1 on track. Well, JB gets 3 seconds on the penalty. My heart is bleeding at the moment for him.
Yeah, it's not, you know, something as fun as that. I mean, I wouldn't say it's not his fault, but he's in the rears. I mean, it was a great battle. He did well. He showed good speed. He could really do it with a safety car now, just to get back in it. I didn't understand. Well, we might see a battle for
great qualifying, a great start of the race, a great battle with Lee. Then lost it. It's so disappointing for him.
At least we could see a battle for the lead, you know.
He has to have a positive feeling about how things went in the qualifying and the first part of the race.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, I think he'll have another big impact.
He did a
coming
great
off,
job.
But, yeah, I thought the one stop being faster, but you were correct. The original had maybe because if there was no penalties involved, it would be very different.
Yeah, but I don't think it will be that much different because it's also 20 laps. All tires and what happened in sector 1.
Oh no, that's
Felix was I think in the grass on for the barriers.
Felix has decided to go off-roading.
Disappointing for him. Bahas. Only 3.1 second now. And Sven behind the lead of this race on track. Because off track he already got some.
At least we might get a battle between these two, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be great to have a final battle. Hopefully a legal battle with no crashes. That should be very disappointing then. That should be amazing to get another battle at the front of the race. But if the fan says, oh, I already saw a lot of penalties for Stan, I just can take it easy and just finish my race at normal pace.
You say that, but Sven's just got 2 warnings in the last 2 laps, so
He really has to win out then.
has to watch out.
Because if he gets another penalty now, he is not leading the race anymore.
I think those tyres are a bit ill.
Yeah, but he's also... you see that he isn't pushing it to the limit anymore. He is also scared of another penalty, I think. He's gonna try now to call between the lines. But a penalty can be in such a little thing. Yeah. Just a little bit too wide, a little bit too small, taking a corner. It's only 2.4 seconds anymore.
It's going to be a crazy end, isn't it?
I think it will while Sonic Hawk leaves the session. They're now together in one. How do you say it?
One picture? One frame?
One frame. That was what I was looking for. 2.2 seconds between Williams and Ferrari.
I think we're going to see a battle here, mate. I know, obviously, it won't be as exciting as it is where the guys were going, but the only thing that I would say is Sven's got to be careful that he doesn't push too hard. Going in terms of attacking Williams, because if he has any contact, it's going to help him. It's going to help
At the moment, he still can afford him a penalty.
Either way, this isn't too damaging to Stam in terms of the World Championship hunt. There's still how many rounds left?
3 laps left.
No, I said how many rounds in the series? 2, 3?
Oh, 3, I think. There was USA, Brazil.
Because this year it was the other way around, wasn't it?
Sorry?
Because, no, I think we've already had USA last week, didn't we? I'll check last year's calendar. I can't remember, because remember we're running on the 2019, we were running on the 2018 calendar. Oh no, we're not running on this year's calendar, so yeah, we've got USA left. We've got 3 rounds left, so it's not too damaging to Stam. It's not where he'd want to be.
It isn't. So
We're going to see a last lap battle. Obviously there's still a possibility of anything going on here.
1.3 seconds now.
I want to see at least an on-track battle. I don't want them to kind of just rest. Come on, Sven. Sven's got another penalty. It's pain. It's pain. So anyway. Yeah. However, I still think we're going to have at least a lap or so of battling. That last lap. Yeah.
It should be great to end this race with a good battle for the win on track. Let's say.
Because those 23 lap old hards are not enjoying their time.
I don't think they are. Now also the softs aren't optimal anymore. But I think the pace will be around the same because, like we say, 24 laps of the hards, that's also not very optimal.
It's such a difficult one here, but I think we'll see Sven close that gap to within the second and have one lap of battling where Sven's just going to take it easy. But I don't know whether he'll know that. You never know.
1.3 seconds. He has to still close in 3 tenths to have a battle in that final lap. There's also the possibility that he doesn't try it anymore. And he just says, well, I don't want to risk another penalty. I just race it at the end and I'll win this race.
No, surely not. It's a racer at heart. It's a Ferrari. I hope so anyway. No, he is lifting and coasting.
Yeah, still 1.5 seconds now. I think he has done enough for himself.
Well, Jurga, he's pushing on for P7 here.
JB gets another 3-second time penalty.
Look at Jurga, mate, in the Mercedes.
Only 110 behind. Befster now. It's very good defending.
Considering he's on 11 lap old softs, he's pushing on hard, this Jurga.
Yeah, he is. That's very well done from him. I didn't expect that he had the pace at the end of the race. Well, the front of the race is in the last lap of this race.
I mean, Stam has been the MVP today. He's done incredibly well, apart from penalties. But Jurgen, can Jurgen go for a move? Or he's going to have to down the straight, isn't he?
I think
And Gamey can overtake Hunter. Hunter's pace has dissipated in his last two stints.
He had a very good start, but then he dropped away. Right.
Pevstic. Here we go then, so ready to cut you off. Here comes Jurgen on the straight, the P7.
Jurgen, can he take P7 on the final straight and last lap?
DRS now active. So there's another DRS straight.
No, he is. He wasn't close enough.
Just gonna wait for the second DRS straight.
Can Jurgen still do it? We also have to watch out that we don't miss our leaders. They're going to the last corner of this race now. Stan will win this race, but there will be Sven that wins this race on penalties. Sven wins the Mexican Grand Prix with Stan in P2. He retired himself at the end of the race at the barrier. Ken Jager still gets the P7 of Felix.
I think so. But it's not on track. No, his tyres have got off. Storm will come through the pits. K-Man fourth. I reckon Friedrich fifth. Friedrich fifth. Lee sixth. Tester seventh. Will Felix stay seventh, or will Jager claim P7?
Who will be seventh at this race? It will be Felix on track. It will be Felix off track too. Hunter.
The Red Bulls 9th and 10th. But Jager's down to 9th.
Oh, he had a lot of penalties then. Hunter
GA will come 11th.
P8 then.
Here comes G8 in 11th.
J finishes 11th, and then it's only Chris that has to finish as far.
Oh,
11 and 12. Just behind.
What a race.
We had a very good race today.
Let's who invites the Storm's left. We need to invite Sven into the podium interviews.
Here we have our podium. Ferrari wins it from Williams. But what a race it was.
Yeah, it was incredible, wasn't it? It was cracking. I will leave you to run down the final things. I don't think we can have any podium interviews tonight, but I'll invite Sven to see. I know Stan doesn't speak English.
No.
So
Sven won this race before Stan. Storm is in P3. Trayman is in P4, Frederick is in P5, Lee P6, Felix P7, Hunter P8, Jager P9, Gamey P10, GA P11, Chris Kemp P12, JB P13, Psychomich P14, Sonic Hawk P15, and not Luke, James Keller, Grapping and Topics, and Dr. Special Energy didn't finish this race. It was a very good race from Lee and Felix, starting from P12 and 13, managed to get P6 and 7. Also Storm starting from P8, managed to get the podium. So very well done to him, to all of them. And it's a Ferrari on P1 again.
It is a Ferrari on P1 again. You just can't count them out, can you? Not game over in the World Championship though.
It's not over, but it's not the result the Williams would have looked for.
No, but you'll go back to the drawing board anyway. I'll try and invite Sven to the podium interviews, but again, if he doesn't join, then we'll have none tonight, and that'll be our coverage done. But you can join us tomorrow for GP2, and on Thursday with you're back again, aren't you, Senna?
I'm back again Thursday.
With, I assume, with JB. Ferrari World Champions. Apparently mathematically that's it. That's not right, surely. There's 3 rounds to go, mate.
I don't think. I think they can take it next race. Don't think they have it already, but I think they'll have it next race, the championship of Ferrari.
I suggested Sven.
I will try to add them at the party. Sorry for screen going blue, guys. and we'll see if Sven can get into the party, our race winner today. And you said it at the beginning, you were hoping that it was on track, that we had a winner, but it was on penalties. Do you think yeah, it's Mexico, so it was an amazing race again, but penalties are so hard to take at this track. You have the possibility to finish like around P10
that's the
and
nature,
still win.
but we are joined by Sven. Sven, congratulations. Obviously, I will tell the fans what you're saying. First of all, though, mate, how are you feeling about that? You are one step closer to becoming world champion. That must be a huge feeling. No response.
Maybe he's looking for his headset, so we'll give him a moment to get everything done. Sven, do you hear us, buddy?
Cannot hear Sven yet. We will wait a couple more minutes, but if we do not hear anything, that'll be it for our coverage this evening. I just want to say to Senna, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, mate, for being my co-commentator today. It was a good day for my first time in how you say it? My first time in GP3. That was also going to say, and I had an enjoyable race, so I could still do it once again. I think that we have our race winner. We can hear you, mate. No problem.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll translate for you. So Sven, mate, you are one step closer. 3 rounds to go. It's not game over yet, but you've got to be feeling a bit more confident now going into USA next week. Exactly, so you take 8 points away from Stam. But you got to feel... by the way, I just want to confirm, you said Ferrari World Champions. I don't think that's mathematically possible just yet. Did you? Because there's 3 rounds to go, so the maximum of at least... How far ahead are you? No. No way. Unless I'm not calling you a lie. Don't get me wrong. I'm just going into this race. You run through and yeah, you're right. You congratulations, my friend. You have you swept away, you and your brother. Should we? Can Trainman join us? Do you think he'll be around to join us to get some celebration? In the party? Because I'm not friends with him, but you can see whether I think if you're up for that, Senna, just get some
That's no problem for me. So chat, if you don't really understand it, Ferrari are our champions this season in GP3.
And yeah, I'm not friends with him, but if you can give him an invite, then that would help out Sven. But as Sven was saying as well, he's happy with the win, but there's still 3 more tracks, and so there's 2 tracks left to go, but he doesn't like. So it's going to be a difficult one for him, and he's man in as well, because Trainman's gonna, he's to be ecstatic. The brother's Swede.
Yeah, I'll send him an invite, mate.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get Trainman in and we can have some celebrations in the party chat. Congratulations on the constructors, but surely that's only half the job done for you, know? Trainman, congratulations on the constructors.
Yeah, thank you.
I think your mic is set to share, isn't it? Your mic works, it's just Sven's that doesn't. Am I right?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Okay. So Chayman, I just want to say, first of all, congratulations. How does it feel to not only win the constructors, but to win it with your brother at such a prestigious team?
Yeah, it's been a fun season, and it's awesome to win it this early. Now it's just a driver's title for my brother also. I think I'm out of it. So. Now
that is the question. And now I'm not claiming anything, but do you think you could have pushed harder this season, or did you leave it to Sven, or have you been pushing him all the way?
No, I think I could have pushed harder some races. I have bad luck or made a few mistakes in the middle of the season through Europe. But otherwise, I don't think I could match his pace.
Because talking as a fan, having the brothers Swede fighting for the title would have been very, very juicy.
Yeah, it was interesting at the start of the season.
Yeah, it was, and I'd say congratulations to you two.
Thank you.
It's pretty much, you two have been the gold standard. But I've got to ask you this, Trayman. Obviously, you're not going to go against your brother, but do you think your brother has a bit of threat with Stam? Do you think Stam could bring the heat to Sven?
Yeah, I think he's very quick. I mean, obviously, but I think my brother is gonna take it. I think
so. It's gotta be one of those things. I'm gonna ask you this question: if you could give any advice to Sven before these last three, what would it be?
Drive fast and keep on track.
Brilliant. Any questions from you, Senna, before we end this?
I think you did a very good interview, so I don't really have anything to ask. Still have to congratulate the two Ferrari drivers for being champion. And what an amazing season they had.
Thank you. Congrats on the win yesterday.
Thank you very much, mate.
Congratulations, boys, and we'll see you next week. Anyway, that's me and Senna done for today here at SFR, but we have 2 races left here at the Mexican Autodrome. But we will be back next week, me and JB, I think, unless it's Senna again. It might be you again, Senna. For USA. What's your opinion on that track? I've lost Senna.
No, sorry, I was sleeping.
I said, what's your opinion on USA? Plus, are you here next week? Is JB back? What's going on?
I don't really know. I possibly think maybe JB is racing again, but I don't have confirmed information about that. So, or it will be JB, I think, or it will be me again.
So, I'm definitely here next week with JB or Senna. But thank you guys for watching today. We will see you guys next week here at GP3. But we will be back throughout the week here at SFR. Goodbye.